Here's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Ryan. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield finding Knox there, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. From the gun, Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing, Mayfield working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake, Mayfield. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On first down, Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Baron Browning, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. Touchdown, Bills! Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On first down, Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Going to throw deep for the end zone, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Steps away to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Now Ryan. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second and 5. Throwing again. Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Darrell Henderson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield, he's going to look deep for more. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Past the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield airing one out for Boyd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. The 40. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action.
And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more?
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, he gets it complete to Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. To throw is Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football,
doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on first down. Mixon.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brandon Jones in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Third and long for Mayfield. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
So you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ryan. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he'll go down at the 28. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st down, Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Dumps it off to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Here's Ryan to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet. and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bills, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they hope.